Raider Nation, we loud in the streets. Living for a thrill, feel that bass in the beat. Lunatic crew, gather round every week. Real talk on the mic, don't hide from defeat. Coaches tripping, they don't get the hype. Front office drama, man, it's a middle fight. Quarterback switching, we looking for a spark, but we still rocking hard. Out here after dark, it's members on their Monday, rapping our song. Go through your facts, man, pride in the tone. Silver and black, that's the blood we show. Vegas lights flash, but the heart's in the oh. Hustling in the city, where dreams feel alive. Sin City glow, we thrive, we dive. But don't get it twisted, open still home. Through every struggle, we never roam home alone. Fan loyalty, it runs deep like a chain. Pain in the game, we just adapt, feel strain. Sunday warriors turned up in the stands. With pride in our souls, united we stand. Members on their Monday, rapping our song. Go through your facts, man, pride in the tone. Silver and black, that's the blood we show. Vegas lights flash, but the heart's in the oh. Real ones hold down, we gon' keep it true. Every Monday, you know how we do. Street Sega speaking with fire in our breath. From Oakland to Vegas, the 5 best. Members on their Monday, repping our song. Go through your facts, better pride in the tone. Silver and black, that's the blood we show. Vegas lights flash, but the heart's in the oh. Raider Nation, we loud in the streets. Living for a thrill, feel that bass in the beat. Lunatic crew, gather round every week. Real talk on the mic, don't hide from defeat. Coaches tripping, they don't get the hype. Front office drama, man, it's a middle fight. Quarterback switching, we looking for a spark, but we still rocking hard. Out here after dark, it's members on their Monday, rapping our song. Go through your facts, man, pride in the tone. Silver and black, that's the blood we show. Vegas lights flash, but the heart's in the oh. Hustling in the city, where dreams feel alive. Sin City glow, we thrive, we dive. But don't get it twisted, open still home. Through every struggle, we never roam home alone. Fan loyalty, it runs deep like a chain. Pain in the game, we just adapt, feel strain. Sunday warriors turned up in the stands. With pride in our souls, united we stand. Members on their Monday, repping our song. Go through your facts, man, pride in the tone. Silver and black, that's the blood we show. Vegas lights flash, but the heart's in the oh. Real ones hold down, we gon' keep it true. Every Monday, you know how we do. Street Sega speaking with fire in our breath. From Oakland to Vegas, the 5 best. Members on their Monday, repping our song. Go through your facts, pride in the
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation.
What is the deal, Raider Nation, man? It is Monday. Members only Monday, man, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. All the supporters of the channel. We rocking and rolling, man. Yesterday, we took another L. There was an opportunity there. Brock Bowers back healthy, and he proved it by 3 touchdowns over 120. What do you have? 127 yards receiving. Genty with a receiving touchdown as well. The score was out there. Defense a little disappointing with the defense against the run. I think that's the first time we gave up over 100 yards rushing this year. 153, I think they got total. And a lot of it is due to their quarterback being mobile. It is what it is. The storyline continues on. The L train. You feel all aboard the L train. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. We got SA Big Dog in the building, man. Salute to you. I hope all is well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me see. We almost had it, but we have a Gino. I'm not gonna blame. Well, I do blame Gino for a minute. The play calling was fine for me. That play for the 2-point conversion, and I like the fact that we said fuck it and we was going for the win, rather than play it safe and kick a field goal. Now you got to remember, we missed the extra point we missed the extra point, losing a point. Therefore, the game would have been tied. Probably would have ended up in a fucking tie anyway. But we had an opportunity of going down in there, scoring 2 points. Lockett was wide open in the back of the end zone. The thing that disturbs me, go watch the replay again. You know where Geno Smith went wrong at on that play? Wasn't the fact he was throwing the ball to Lockett. If you would have looked towards his left, it was wide open field. And the line of scrimmage was, so he wouldn't have been over the line of scrimmage, but just roll out to his left and through the in that little pocket area. And I guarantee you would have drawn up the defenders to him, and he could have just tossed it over to Lucky, just like a floater. A floater to him would have been 2 points, game over. But he tried to stay in that pocket, and that's how he got that damn ball deflected, got it knocked down by the defender. You're mobile enough. Like, go watch the replay of that last play, man. He could have rolled to his left outward, and it would have been nobody in his way. Nobody in his way. And he could just matter of fact, he probably could have damn near ran that shit in. But it would have sucked the defense towards him because he would have been a threat for running. And Lockett was just and he would have been able to float it to him. 2 points. Wide open. That was game winner. That was a good play call. It just wasn't executed to the way it should have been, man. But yeah, man, almost ain't good enough, man. That another one. My guy, D Nice in the building, man. What it is?
My name is D Nice. My name is D Nice.
Eric Holloway in the building, man. You said what Eric Holloway said. We look way better with Bowers back. I'm knowing. Look at what our future is. Our future is Brock Bowers at tight end, Ashton Genty. Them is the only ones that scored touchdowns. You know what I mean? They're the only one. That's our future. We still need our quarterback. We know what it is. We know what Geno Smith was here for. He wasn't going to take us to the promised land, but he was something that we can have right now until we find the guy that we can develop to take us to the promised land. You know what I mean? Rumors are swirling out there. Tomorrow's the deadline for the trade deadline. Anthony Richardson name is popping up. Indianapolis. There's also an offensive guard. I think from the Giants. Is it the Giants? There's a guard out there whose name is floating out there as far as somebody the Raiders might be interested in. Who are we gonna? Is Michael Mayer? Not Michael Mayer. I'm tripping. Jacoby Myers. Are we trading him? You know what I mean? Who else? What is it? You know what I mean? Malcolm Kuntz, that's another name floating out there. Not showing up for that $12 million he's making for 1 year. Now I understand why they didn't give him a big extension. They just gave him that 1 year deal to prove it. He's not proving it. So was that 1 year where he had 8 sacks? Was that a fluke before he got injury? Or did injury, is that the reason why he's not performing the way he could be and where he was projected to be performing? I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions to ask and a lot of answers we're searching for real. Yesterday's game. Oh, that's the chat, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. So Geno Smith had a hell of a game. you bottom line. He was 29. He was 29 for 39. He had 100 or 284 yards passing, 4 TDs, 1 interception. He was only sacked twice. But we get to our weapons, our future. Our future of this team, Ashton Jeanty, 13 carries, 42 yards. Receiving, Brock Bowers, 12 receptions, 127 yards, 3 touchdowns. Ashton Jeanty, 5 receptions, 47 yards, 1 touchdown. So he had a total of 89 total yards. 89 total yards receiving and running. Who else? Trey Tucker, 3 receptions for 38 yards. So he had, how many receivers did Geno Smith target? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can't count. Luckett was targeted that 2-point conversion, but it got knocked down, so it didn't count as such. But 8 targets. He had 8 targets thrown in that game. Hell of a game. That's the Geno we seen in week 1. That's the Geno we seen in week 1. We finally got Brock Bowers back healthy. We can tell the difference between Brock Bowers being healthy and Brock Bowers not being healthy. It's a day and night difference with that man being healthy, and I'm glad he's back. Now, like I said, now the season ain't shit now. It is what it is. Now we can look for is for others to get better. I was very impressed with Porter out there at corner. Porter made some damn good plays at corner. We're seeing the develop of this young man. Everybody was like, "Why he ain't out there? He must not be." No, they know what they're doing. They're taking their time into developing these young guys correctly. Correct. You don't rush them, especially if you're trying to go with the theory of win now and build later. If you're trying to win now, you got to let them mature and develop. You got to remember, he has not been a corner all his career in college and now in a pro. This is only his first year as a rookie, but he only, 1 or 2 years converting from wide receiver to corner in Iowa State. But so what he did yesterday, he played a damn good game. I'm very impressed with Porter. Porter impressed me. I ain't gonna lie. You said that pick? What? No. The pick wasn't on Geno. That's Michael Mayer just standing there like a statue rather than coming to the ball. I agree. I was telling my girl that. I was telling Peaches. I said, look at him. He's just sitting there, and Geno even told him after he come to the ball. You don't never let the defender. You always, as a receiver, have to be between the defender and the ball. And Michael Mayer just sat there like bruh, and just eyeballing it with his hands up. And it's like the defender sees that shit. You don't even have to look at the ball. He sees you and know, oh, the ball's coming. And all he did was jump in front of it. All Michael Mayer had to do with his big-bodied self is just get in front of don't let that motherfucking defender get in front of you. Body him out like a power forward in basketball. Box him out. He ain't gonna get around your big ass. Box his ass out. I mean, you just sat there just like this. And it was like he was paused, like even with time moving, it looked like he was on pause. And I'm like, oh no. I don't blame that on Geno Smith. The only thing I blame Geno Smith on is that last 2-point conversion, because he had a whole lot of room to his left, wide open, nobody in his way to complete that pass. Complete that pass all day long. That's the only thing I'm upset about. Not just open field tackles. Remember, it was almost a touchdown, and he reached in there at the last minute and knocked the ball out. And that's with his back turned to the ball coming. He played that wide receiver perfectly. Because he almost got that damn ball in the end zone between 2 defenders. But then here come Porter, and he knew, put his hands between the receiver's hand and bust that ball out, and that's what he did. That was a damn good play. He open tackles was solid. He was Porter's gonna be all right. That's why I say, man, we gotta get him a counterpart. Raiders, tomorrow's the trade deadline. Tariq Woolen, get Porter his sidekick. Get Porter his sidekick, man. Let's get his sidekick for real. That's our future right there. Jeremy Chin with some great hits. Paula Mao out there with some great hits. Hey, the secondary, I think you figure out who's gonna be your starting other corner opposite of Porter. You know what I mean? Is Eric Stokes the answer? You know what I mean? We'll see. I know Greedy Vance was moved up to the 53 yesterday, but all in all, now we know that we what 2-2 what we 2-6, 2-6, huh? God dang, we could have won that game. That's 2 games this year we could have won. Bears should have been a win, and that game yesterday should have been a win. So our record right now should really be 4. We should be 4-4. We should be 500 right now, hands down. Yeah, hands down, we should be 500 at 4-4 right now. That's why I'm knowing the team ain't the greatest, but it's not bad though. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot of mental mistakes, and then the 2 teams that did beat us thoroughly, Kansas City, even though they lost this weekend to Buffalo, but Buffalo is one of them ones. You know what I mean? And then we lost to Indianapolis. Indianapolis lost for only the 2nd time this year. So those 2 teams are contenders for the Super Bowl, to be honest with you, coming out the AFC, Indianapolis and Kansas City. So they beat us the way that a contender should beat a team that ain't even nowhere near being a contender for a Super Bowl, let alone the playoffs. But we should at least be batting 500 right now. Oh, shout out to the Dodgers, man. Took down the Toronto Blue Jays in tremendous fashion. 11 innings. Oh, my God. Of course, I'm riding with California, with the West Coast, man. Hey, shout out to the Dodgers, man. Back-to-back champs, man, for real. Man, that was crazy. But yeah, man. Well, we just gotta put it all together. Offensive. You know what? That's part of. We do have to put it together. But here's the thing. Here's the key. Right before that, before you can put it together, get all the right pieces to put it together. That's offensive line, defensive line, whatever the right pieces are, go out in the draft and get them. Free agency, go get them. Trade for them. Go get those pieces and build it. You know what I mean? Not build it, but complete it as what it needs to be a competitive team. We only a few pieces. We got weapons. We got weapons. But once we get the right quarterback, Geno is, like I said, he's a stopgap. We all knew that. 3-year deal. Come on now, stopgap. We knew that this is not a future thing for him, especially at 35 years old. So what it is why he's holding it down for right now. Who do we scour? Who do we go look for at wide receiver? I mean, at quarterback. Do we go into the draft? Do we trade for Richardson with Indianapolis? And I think Richardson, not being a great, his accuracy still kind of eats my soul. You know what I mean? Because he was inaccurate coming out of college. Can you develop him into something where he can be sufficient at the quarterback position? We know mobility is not a problem. You know what I mean? But is the answer? And then what would it cost for you to trade for him? If they gave up on him, they can't ask for a high draft pick. You giving up on him. He only a 3rd-year dude, and you giving up on him. So you can't get no top pick for him. We'll give you a fucking 5th. You know what I mean? At the most. If that. Or better yet, if you want, matter of fact, you give us Richardson, we'll give you Jacoby Meyer. If it's a must that Jacoby Meyer must go, you need a wide receiver to add to your collection of wide receivers in Indianapolis to be more dynamic on offense. Because yesterday, what happened? Let me see yesterday. Indianapolis. Yeah, 27-20 to the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, they just got them. Chargers got lucky. Hey, they struggled with Tennessee. The Chargers did. They won by 7. Fucking Denver wins with a field goal at the end. Let me see who else. Yep, Denver barely won 18-15, but the bottom line is them sons of bitches is winning against the Texans. Yeah, the Rams beat the shit out the Saints. We knew that shit. Buffalo took down Kansas City. So now Kansas City. Look, Kansas City is 5-4. If we would have took care of the Bears and took care of Jacksonville, we would be at. Oh wait a minute. Is it? Oh yeah, because we had a bye. 4-4. Next up, we got a short week. We got the punk ass Denver Broncos. in Denver, Thursday night football. I know the season's pretty much a wash, but there's certain teams I want to whoop their ass. Denver got to get their ass whooped. Chargers got to get their ass whooped. Kansas City got to get their ass whooped. The Cowboys got to get their ass whooped. There's people on this motherfucking. Yeah, there's teams that we gotta whoop them. I don't want to get swept in the division. I don't like the Cowboys. The Cowboys got the worst defense. They should be. As a matter of fact, they play tonight too. They might give up like 40 points tonight. For real. Damn, man, that was another close game. We should have closed out. But I'm not mad though. I'm not mad because I know what our team is. We knew this already before going in. We wanted to win. We had an opportunity to win. We just couldn't pull it out. But we were aggressive. I'm glad we didn't sit back like bitches and let's just play for the tie. No, we got to be aggressive. We got to be aggressive. We was aggressive. It was a nice play call to get that 2-point conversion. We didn't convert. That's just all it is. I can't be mad at that shit. Come on now. We not Super Bowl contenders. The fuck we mad at besides the fact that we got more losses than wins. And you know what the Raiders are good at doing? The one thing the Raiders are good at doing guaranteed is losing. Losing games. And so far this year, look how many different ways we lost. We lost on a blocked fucking field goal to win the game against Chicago. We lost on a non-converted 2-point play conversion to go up by a point to win. We missed out on that shit. One game we didn't score shit against Kansas City. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm not going to lose sleep over that shit. I'm still going to root them on, especially Thursday against the Donkeys. Oh, no. Oh, no. We definitely going to root against them sons of bitches. Fuck them. But, yeah, man, it's one of them seasons. Oh, man. Let me see. Fuck the Donkeys for real, the long way with no Vaseline. For real. I can't stand them sons of bitches, man. Yeah, yes. I agree with you right there with Jeremy Chin playing in the slot for you know what? I think because I didn't see Lonnie Johnson Jr. out there, so even though he's back in practice, he's not in game shape. That's who they want to move down in there. You know what I mean? Instead of Chin and let Chin and them roam the secondary. So our team ain't exactly what we want it to be. You know what I mean? And some of the pieces on this team, we know they're not coming back next year. It is what it is. Some of these guys is not performing. You know, so you got to go out there and find your guys that will perform. Go in the draft and you draft the best available. Don't reach for some shit that, this possibility could be a generational player. No, I don't want a possible. I want a for sure thing. Go out there and get a for sure guard. Go get a for sure quarterback of the future. Go get a for sure corner. You know what I mean? For sure linebacker. Go get you some for sures. So when you're drafting and there's the best availables on the board, and we need a lot. So I'm pretty sure that position of need is going to be the best available anyway. Just like we've been doing these last couple. Brock Bowers, even though we had a tight end, best available, knocked it out the park. Running back, Ashton Genty, best available, knocked it out the park to me because this dude is only a rookie, and yet just accidentally he's damn near getting a total of 100 yards, both receiving and rushing. Just imagine when that offensive line get right. You feel me? When you go out in the draft and you go get you a legitimate first-round guard. You know what I mean? You go get you a tackle. You go get you some monsters on that offensive line, athletic monsters. And we got a couple of guys, and I can't even go that route really because we still got Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers still sitting there, rookie offensive linemen that's still being developed that has potential of being the future of that offensive line as well. Defense too. You got JJ Pegues still being developed. You got Hemingway steady being developed. Those guys could potentially work their way into starting on the defensive line. Porter, we seen Porter yesterday. He looks like he's coming along. You know what I mean? He's coming along. He made some damn good plays yesterday. Safeties ain't old. I like Jeremy Chin. I like Palomar. I think they just need to play more together. They got to be able to. I know there's communication, but sometimes when you work with somebody for so long, what's understood don't need to be said. They can just look at each other and know exactly we on the same page. That's all we need to get them to. In the secondary, once we get the corners, as far as who's going to be our starting corners, Porter we already know is going to lock down one side. Who's the other? Like I said, we need Tariq Woolen. Seattle, they got him on the trading block. Hey, Pete Carroll, go get him. Pair him up with Porter. 2 6'4" corners that both, one's a 4'3" flat 40 and the other one's a 4'2'6". Go get him. Go get him. Let's solidify our secondary. So now all we got to do is get the right trench guys on the defensive line to help. Listen what I say. To help Max Crosby. Max Crosby need help. He's getting doubled and tripled, bruh. They own his ass, but he's still trying to make plays, though. But we get a guy on that defensive line that needs to be doubled as well. Now we talking. And if we pair him up with a defensive end that can be tit and tat, you know what I mean? Max Crosby needs his help, man. He can't. I mean, he gives his all every fucking game, but bruh, where's the other guy to do the same shit? I like Lalulu. I put him in the starting lineup. Put Lalulu on the starting lineup, bro. I like this dude is. I think he's a good a compliment to Max Crosby as well. So that's the things we need to go ahead and address for real. No, that's fact. But you got to remember, Thornton and Besh are both rookies still. There's a development scale. You got to remember, none of these guys are first round picks. Besh, second round pick. But you knew the plan with him. Besh is going to get into the lineup once Jacoby Myers is traded, if he's traded. That's the thing. We already knew. I seen that writing on the wall when we drafted him. I'm like, he's a more physical Jacoby Myers, and he's got a 4-year deal, a second round pick. He got a 4-year deal with us, so we don't have to worry about giving him an extension. Not yet. We got years to worry about that one. So once Jacoby Myers is moved, if he's moved, then Besh comes in and takes over that spot. Now you go get Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, what I've known is, you let Tyler Lockett help with developing these young guys too, because he did a good job with DJ Metcalf. So what do? You have him do the same thing with Thornton. Same type of players. But I remember Lockett was there with Seattle when Metcalf came in as a rookie, and I know it helped him. Because you got to remember, Lockett was that 1,000-yard receiver when Metcalf got there. Matter of fact, was it the second year of Metcalf? I think they had both of them had 1,000 yards receiving. Metcalf and Lockett together. So yeah, Thornton and Besh, they didn't let them go through the process. Because right now what I'm seeing, okay, keep developing them. Let's keep seeing an uptick of what they're developing into. Yeah, I'm hearing about Kuntz getting traded as well, man. I mean, if you can get something for him, get something for him. You know what I mean? Like I said, now we're halfway through now. We halfway through the season now. That's 8 games played, 9 weeks gone. So now those other half, now you start analyzing. Let some of these young guys start getting some snaps. I'm not saying start them, but get them up in there and let them start getting some snaps. Let them get used to the NFL speed. You know what I mean, of the NFL. This is what you do now. Now you got to develop your guys. The guys that we drafted, that we got, let's start working with them now. That's the next step. Because, bruh, we 4-6. No, 2-6. 2-6. We 4 games in the hole. That's a quarter of the season that's left. We got half a season left on, and a quarter of that is fucking 4 games. Ain't nothing gonna happen, bro. Even if we break 500 in these last 8 games, you only gonna have 8 wins. I mean, I take 8 wins. I ain't gonna lie. I take 8 wins, and I don't care about the positioning of the draft pick. You can get a damn good player at any position. You just gotta draft right. That's all I'm worried. It don't matter if you got the number 1 overall pick and you don't know how to fucking draft. It don't matter if you have the 5th pick in the first round. If you don't know how to draft, that shit ain't gonna matter. You could still draft wrong. So that pick, you wasted that pick. Remember when we traded Khalil Mack and we had a total of 3 first-round picks? How'd that happen? How'd that work? Out of those 3 first-round picks, we only got it right with Josh Jacobs. Cleveland Farrell. First rounder? First rounder. Come on now. Come on. We got to do better, that's all. Like I said, I'm not going to lose no sleep over this shit. I knew it exactly what it was. I said, I'm just going to sit back and watch. I ain't going to have no expectations. You got to prove, you got to show me. You know what I mean? Show me that we deserve to have good expectations about this team. But I'm knowing what it is. I'm knowing what it is. They got to do this shit right, bro. We got to let them go ahead, get their players in here, make the right trade, sign the right free agents, and develop this roster into something that. And we got to play, like you said, we're not far. We just got to tinker with the roster just to solidify certain areas of it, on both sides of the ball. That's it. We got the offense. Like I said, we know Geno ain't the answer for the future. We knew that. We can't be mad at Geno. He is what he is. But we can see with games like he had yesterday, like he's capable of having a damn good game. Fucking 4 fucking touchdowns he threw. 1 interception. That 1 interception was boo-boo anyway. You know what I mean? Almost 300 yards. What did he have total? 280 something? 1 interception, 4 touchdowns. Only sacked twice for a loss of 10 yards. So he took, and seen times when he made some good, instead of trying to throw it away, he took the sack. And I said, hey, live another day. Don't be trying to force shit and then turn over the ball and shit. That's the no-no. Bro, hey, you know what? Look at the playmakers we got, though. Like, even Michael Mayer and I seen some of the plays he made, like, okay, he back too. Remember the concussion protocol I think he was in. Jacoby Myers, and some, I think it was, who was it that said, I think Lincoln Kennedy said, the one thing about Jacoby Myers, him wanting to be traded, it makes you wonder, is he really giving his all? I know he said he's not going to cry about it, he's going to go out there and play, but can you really be efficient in a place you don't want to be? You know what I mean? Can you really be efficient and give your all in a situation that you don't want to be in? Will you give your all to a woman who the love is gone? My feelings ain't the same no more. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same as the beginning. It's hard. A job. The job that you're getting tired of. You're not going there to give it your all. I'm still gonna bust my ass even though I don't like being here. You're crazy as a motherfucker. Why would I want to give it all to something I don't have belief in? So Jacoby Myers don't believe in the Raiders. That's all it is. Why? And it can't just be a contract. Well, we can ship your ass off to the Jets, and I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna want to go there. So it can't just be the money. Even if they were willing to give you an extension, if you don't want to go to a team like the Jets, then that's telling me, bruh, it's not about an extension. It's about you want to go to a team that's winning, and we not winning. That's understandable. You have the right to not want to be there. That's a business decision. I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? I'm getting older. I need to go somewhere where, you know what I mean? I'm the man. I don't know if you want to be the man somewhere. I don't think you get traded somewhere you're gonna be the man with the I don't know. It all depends on the team that will want him. Jacoby Myers to the Saints, fuck it. You know what I mean? Trade him anywhere. Just get a draft pick or a player, whatever it is that you're in search of, or whatever's the best deal on the table for his services. Handle that shit. Shit, that take. And matter of fact, you know what else that would do? I heard next year we'll have 158 million under the cap. 158, and that's amazing considering you done took care of Max Crosby. You done took care of Colton Miller. You done went out there and took care of your guys, your foundational pieces, offense and defensive line. and we're going to be 158 million under the cap. And then if you trade Jacoby for a draft pick, ain't that like 12.5 million coming off the going back underneath that? So you looking at a potential of 170 million under the cap next year because Jacoby go. Well, no, that was already figured in because it's the last year on Jacoby Myers' deal. But that money will come under the cap today. That means you can maneuver in this right now in a trade for a player. If you give up draft picks for a player, you can absorb that contract with 12.5 extra million dollars added to that pool. But tomorrow's it. Matter of fact, what time tomorrow? Hey, the Lunatic Raider show tomorrow. Y'all pull up, man. Let me see what the deadline is. What time is the NFL trade deadline tomorrow?
The NFL trade deadline is tomorrow, November 4th, 2025.
1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So 1 p.m. deadline. Trade deadline. I will be on at 3. 2 hours after, we should have a lot to talk about if the Raiders made any moves, whether they traded for or traded away players and assets, man. We're gonna do this shit tomorrow. Like I said, I put this show together for the members. Thank you guys for being a member of this channel, man. And I'm gonna do this every Monday, members only Monday. This is for all y'all. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I'm gonna get my ass up off here. We're gonna see tomorrow, the Lunatic Raiders show, man. We're gonna see exactly what goes down tomorrow with the trade deadline. And do the Raiders make a move? And if they do make a move, what is it? And for what? So there's a lot to discuss, man. We're gonna be here tomorrow to cover that shit. But with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Monday. Be safe out there. Make it back home to your loved ones. And like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch. Ha ha.